Bucharest, Romania. There you go.
All right.
Romania, fun fact, Romania is a Latin country.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next bout is presented by Sterling Bowl, your full-service bowling center with food and drink.
Their language is Latin-based.
I like this. This has been a great night.
Introducing first in bout number 12,
this
fighting
is such an interesting
out
night.
of
We're
the
getting
blue
hot
corner,
takes from the music.
Jade Ripley.
Getting great insight on the fights and some history. This is,
And her opponent standing across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, Florina Moeller. Nick Nolte is your referee.
This ought to be interesting.
I'm very excited about this
Jade
fight.
Ripley is really aggressive, and she goes hard. So
let's go.
Florina is super beastly. She's incredibly strong for a lady, and they're both down to scrap. So this ought to be interesting.
Here they go. They are going right at it. A bunch of punches from both females. And man, I tell you what, Florina is not taking a step backwards.
A guillotine here on the cage from Jade. And like I said earlier, if I had a guillotine like that, I would like to standing guillotine. I would like to put my opponent's head in the middle of my chest, kind of have something to press against, press the head against my forearm here. But we'll see what Jade does with this.
Florina still being aggressive with knees to the inside part of the legs of Jade. Looks to be trying for a takedown in this position. I don't know if Jade has her hands connected, so.
She doesn't look like she does at all, no. But maybe getting closer there now, but that's definitely something she would need to finish this. Florina doesn't seem terribly worried, and she's got a free hand to attack the hand in there and grab it if she really gets in trouble, her left hand.
Kind of stalled in this position, and now we're getting a clinch position as we go to the middle of the cage. And here we go again, fast and furious with the strikes. And a huge right hand landed from Jade, and punches now landed by Florina. The crowd is going nuts for this one early in the first round. Action right in front of us here. Florina again looking for maybe a takedown as her hands are connected from behind Jade's back, moving to the side.
See Florina trying to trip that leg and just get her opponent to the ground. And we'll see if she's able to do that. Pull her off the cage, there you go.
Good takedown defense so far from Jade.
It looks like she spent some time here. She's definitely a little more comfortable than I expected her to.
Coming up on 2 minutes in the first round. They are definitely getting after it and throwing a bunch of punches in the striking, but here in the grappling, almost a stalled position.
Yeah, we haven't seen much inside open up work from Florina. I would like to see her get her hands inside or really pursue this takedown here and try to trip or maybe lift. But again, Jade does have that guillotine position where she's got her head, got Florina's head under her left arm here. So maybe she's a little, Florina's a little conscious of that and not wanting to make any big moves here.
Oh, here we go. Again, a big punch landed from Jade on the break and a good jab, but Florina is not taking any steps backwards.
And really see.
Another right hand landed by Jade, and again we go back to our clinch up against the cage.
Jade's doing some good work in there in space, but every time Florina is able to tie her up, she's kind of slowing her down. So we'll see who's able to work around this here.
Under a minute in the first round, and we finally get our first takedown from Florina, but could have been right into a guillotine position.
Yeah, Jade's hanging on to that head still.
That has to gas out the arms, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's especially if you know you're not gonna finish there. I wouldn't advise spending too much energy there, you know. But we'll see what Jade wants to do with it.
Maybe an armbar from Jade. I can't really tell. 10 seconds left in the first round. Punches being thrown from Florina.
Yeah, some ground and pound. Not much submission threat here. Florina ending the round by landing that good ground and pound.
Very fun first round. I tell you what, when they were in there exchanging on the feet, it was fast and furious and coming at it 100%. Really enjoyed watching that.
Yeah, Jade's definitely pushing the pace on the feet and kind of making Florina a little bit uncomfortable, and that's why she's going for those clinches, I think. But we'll see what the next round looks like. Jade not taking the stool in the middle of the rounds. Feeling pretty good, she must be.
And again, another hallmark of the Glory MMA and Fitness Gym, no steps backwards, forward pressure from Florina. We've seen that all night from all the Glory MMA fighters. Definitely something they're teaching over there with James Krause, Grant Dawson, and the rest of the crew.
Definitely. Got the whistle here, both fighters off the stool, corners out.
All right, start of round two. Almost looked to be a non-touch of the gloves, but we did get one. And then a big right hand and another big right hand from Jade. And again, exchanges, and we go right back to the cage in a clinch position. Now we almost have a takedown from Florina.
Florina got her hands locked. Looking to step around and trip here, which is a good technique if she can get that foot away from the cage here.
Jade going for, again, another guillotine attempt. Florina trying to get that trip with the leg on the outside, but unsuccessful.
Yeah, hasn't been much love for Jade in that guillotine position. And really, definitely, like you mentioned earlier, burn out the arms a little bit. So
good jabs and another big right hand from Jade. Jade really doing really well with a left and a right, and another left-right from Jade. And again, Florina with a clinch up against the cage. That has to be frustrating for Jade, but very successful so far for Florina, as she's not coming out on the successful end of these strikes.
Jade's still going with that guillotine. And Florina, again, going back to the trip, needs to pull her off the cage a little bit to kind of get room here.
And now we have a takedown from Florina, but again, almost fell right into a guillotine attempt. We'll see if this is successful.
This looks like it might be reasonably tight. We'll see if Florina giving up the mount, so must have been a little bit threatening there.
And Jade in full mount, landing strikes from the top.
We'll see if Florina's got the D here. She's giving up her back. Needs to push that knee down a little bit to trap the leg with her legs.
Strikes being landed to Florina. Not sure if she's fighting back. We'll see if this fight is getting stopped in the second round.
Halfway through the round, and this is not the place that Florina wants to be. Doing a decent job defending herself. Jade looks like she doesn't have a lot of power on those punches, so we'll see if Florina can survive here.
Another awkward position that we see in the second round, but now we see Jade take the back of Florina. See if she can get this rear naked choke, if that's what she's looking for. She repositions and lands strikes to the head.
Yeah, both hooks in for Jade, which is more solid control on the back. And now she's got, this is a good position for choking, but Jade can't apply her hips to her opponent, so Florina might be trying to control a hand here and turn into her, as we see. Kind of get her shoulder bit pulled back a little bit and turn into her just like that.
And just as you said, now we have Florina in top position. Looks to have a headlock position on Jade, landing punches to her face. Back and forth fight here as we come up on 1:30 in the second round.
And Florina kind of almost halfway in guard. Would like to see her slide a little bit further to her right.
Oh, and Jade takes the back again.
She does.
Wow. Have you ever seen that before?
Not sure I have, no. Not sure. I've seen a lot, but now Florina
here we go, another
top
scramble,
again.
and looks like
There
Jade
she
might
goes.
get top position. No, Florina takes it, and now Florina with the strikes up against the cage. Flurry landed by Florina, and they go back to the clinch. Jade looks to get her back off of the cage. See if she can land that right overhand punch on the break, as she's been successful the last 3 times. Punches to the body from Florina. A knee from Jade, and again back to the cage.
Jade looking to create some space there instead of grabbing that guillotine, which I think is a better strategy.
A reset, and now we're back to the action with a jab from Jade. Almost a leaping jab.
Yeah.
And a right hand punch from Jade. Back up against the cage again.
She takes a lot of punches here. She's doing a thing we call paddling the canoe, where one hand's out and one hand's by her hip here. So every time she punches, she's paddling a canoe, which is something you got to fix in your drills. But, you know, she's scrapping hard either way.
Very fun second round. Back-to-back, very entertaining rounds here. After 2 rounds, Jason, who would you give the nod to?
Oh my goodness, put me on the spot. Listen, I'm gonna go 1 round for one, just because I have no idea who's winning.
All right, fair enough.
So whoever wins the 3rd round is the winner in my eyes.
Okay.
And Florina, in the second round, between the 1st and 2nd round, she didn't look great on the stool, but she looks much better this round.
Looks to be settling in, I agree.
Yeah, Jade not taking the stool at all again, so.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Two rounds back to back, not taking the stool.
Yeah.
We'll see if she could have used that rest as we go into the 3rd round. And here we go, the 3rd and final round. We're going to start with a touch of the gloves, it looks like, signaled from both fighters, and here we go. Another jab from Jade, and a big right hand, and another big right hand, but now Florina with jabs and punches to the face. Punches to the body. Oh, just a back and forth fight here. Now we're going back into a clinch.
Now I know why the bar doesn't have any Modelo's left. These two drank them all. They're in here.
It is a bar fight sometimes, for sure. Interesting what we've seen here from Jade is she'll do a punch or a push off and then a jab. And
yeah, I like that little front kick she just did. That was tricky.
Florina again with that pressure, keeping Jade's back up against the cage, landing body punches and head punches.
Yeah, I would like to see some head position. Maybe Florina taking her head under Jade's chin to stand her up a little bit and kind of free up her hands, give her space, give her hands some space to work in there. I'm sorry, that would be Jade, I guess. Now the situation from the whole fight has been reversed. Jade's on the offense against the cage, and Florina with the guillotine grip.
Yeah, we'll see what happens in this role reversal. Body punches landed from Jade, but so is knees from Florina. And Florina puts Jade's cage back up against the cage. And we get a reset and a jumping jab from Jade. Oh, and a big right hand! And then it goes right into a rear naked choke.
Oh my God!
What a punch into a submission attempt from Jade Ripley. We'll see if she is successful in the third round.
And look, Florina's still gritting it out here.
Plenty of time for Jade to work. 3 minutes left. Plenty of time also for Florina to recover. We'll see what happens. This is a very positive position for Jade Ripley. Derek Ripley yelling at the top of his lungs for Jade to keep this position. We'll see if she can.
Looks like Florina's going to escape this, putting her back to the mat. That's a better move. But beautiful right hand and follow-up from Jade Ripley, taking the position there. Right on the neck. Florina's got 2 minutes, 20 seconds to make up this deficit.
And now we have full mount from Jade.
210.
Oh, and may see Florina escape from the back door. And no, we get a back take from Jade and another both hooks in. Strikes landed.
You can tell Jade spends a lot of time here. She's looking to finish here. Florina also no slouch on defense in this position. She's, you know, after that right hand, a lot of fighters would have been finished.
Oh,
and
she gets
on
top position. Looking for a arm bar potentially from Jade Ripley from bottom. Florina keeping that pressure.
The legs moving, but the hips not moving. You can see her hips now, they're outside. See that perpendicular angle that Jade has on Florina's body. That's what she needs to attack.
Could see an arm bar. Awkward position here, maybe into a triangle.
Very nice. Let's see if Florina can escape. A very good escape here.
Big punches landed from Jade.
Like a Walking Dead zombie. She's in there.
Oh, front kick from Jade. This has been back and forth on the feet. Very fun fight. Coming up on under a minute left. Almost 30 seconds in the final round. A knee landed from Jade. Not necessarily a strong one, but still a significant strike here landed in the last minute of the fight.
Jade's on another guillotine. She's been chasing us the whole fight.
Last 10 seconds of a very entertaining fight here at KCFA 36. And strikes to end the fight. What a very fun fight from both ladies.
And the ladies always bring it. It's almost like they're okay, we got a little lifting action here. Husband and wife again.
Yeah.
The ladies always bring it. It's almost like they're in there fighting for the respect for their event, you know? So I honestly can't, there aren't too many boring fights in any ladies division. The ladies are always scrapping hard.
And here we're seeing that big punch landed and then right into a rear naked choke attempt.
I missed that. That was a good little scramble there.
That was really fun. Here we go. Now we've got that forward pressure from Florina. Just as you said, just a Walking Dead style of just going right at her. And there we go.
Dude,
right into
what
a
awareness from Jade with that transition. I mean, that's reflexive, you know. She saw somebody's neck and was just on that. That was nice. Good fight from these ladies.
Yeah, very fun fight.
That's what I came to see.
Yeah, definitely. I think so far the fight of the night, that was very fun and very entertaining from both fighters.
See who gets this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for both fighters. That was one hell of a fight. We now go to the judges' scorecards. Darnell Hamilton scores the bout 30-27. Bill Hagler scores the bout 29-28. And Brett Miller sees it 30-27 for your winner by unanimous decision. Out of the blue corner, Jade Ripley.